for a review of some of the headlines of today's newspaper from around the world is Arise News analyst Emmanuel Malabite. Greatest Malabite of the greatest.
Good morning, Rufai. Good morning, Ayo. Good morning, Kayode Akintemi.
Good morning.
Yes, we started the review with this day, Nigeria's newspaper of record. The lead story. Yes, the lead story there. Tax reforms. Federal government to streamline over 200 taxes. Levies to single-digit number. Tinubu receives tax committee's quick win report. Directs implementation of recommendation across ministries, departments, and agencies. Naira depreciates further. Now 1,310 naira to the dollar on parallel market. 847.77 naira to the dollar on the official market as arbitrage gap widens to 462 naira to the dollar. House summons CBN governor for lifting FX restrictions on 43 items. Well, first the tax reforms. The target is to reduce, streamline the taxes from 200 in number to a maximum of 9. If you're talking of single digit, yes. How that will be done, of course, we'll see in the course of implementation. But clearly, there are too many taxes here and there from all tiers of government, from federal, states to local government, and of course, to even non-state actors who parade the streets with the aid of politicians to collect all kinds of levies from drivers, from trailer drivers, from people carrying goods all across the country, all in the name of generating revenue. Now, the tax reforms, well, is something the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has made a major plank of his economic policies, and we'll see how the implementation will be carried out, because the detail in the implementation is what will really make the difference, not just the report. Now, the Punch newspaper also reporting this story. Multiple taxation. Tinubu panel asks government to drop 190 taxes. OPS, organized private sector, blames states. Panel okays 10 levies, says 200 taxes burdensome. Now, the Nation newspaper also reporting that story. Federal government unfolds forex, tax, jobs, investment policy. 260 taxes to be slashed to single digits. But there's another story above the masthead of the Nation newspaper. EFCC chair, other staff members to declare assets. I think, yes, it's about time. If they can do that as soon as, because in the last administration, a number of administration of the EFCC issues of corruption also being leveled against the watchdog, as it were, in this case. So, EFCC, the new EFCC chair, asking all staff to declare their assets. Now, if we look at the Guardian newspaper, yes, the Guardian newspaper, insecurity defies 261 National Assembly motions, 20 legislations, and 12 trillion naira spent in 16 years. According to the Guardian findings, yes, 71,449 lives claimed nationwide in 16 years, 63,111 killed in Buhari's era, while 7,582 persons have been killed under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It's a very gory situation. Yeah, the National Assembly passed 261 resolutions concerning insecurity in the country. 20 legislative bills were passed. appropriated over 12 trillion naira to tackle insecurity and insurgency in the country. Yet, the story is still dire. But the military seems to be making some progress. The Blueprint newspaper is reporting troops hit terrorists' Mina residence, recover 150 rifles, 20 rocket propellers, others too. Suspect escapes into forest, 7 family members arrested. Operation lasted for hours. We couldn't sleep. Residents, terrorists invade mosque, kill imam, one other in Birni Gwari, that's in Kaduna State. The state of insecurity, where from this operation tells you the military and all other security agencies need to do more of intelligence to get to the root of this matter, where these bandits and their kingpins are hiding and even getting their weapons from. Now, the New Telegraph newspaper clerk seeks exclusion of Abia, Imo, Ondo states from NDDC. Wants only original 6 Niger Delta coastal states retained. Other oil-producing states to establish relationship with oil firms, federal government. Yes, Chief Ike Clark, Pa Ike Clark, as I call him, yes, he's come up with this recommendation that some states, including Abia, Imo, Ondo states, should be removed from the NDDC, which means you have to amend the act setting up the NDDC, because in his view, well, the inclusion of those states happens to be an aberration. They were only done for the purpose of convenience when the NDDC Act was enacted. And he's saying that Sokoto, where you have found oil, Bauchi, where you have found oil, Kogi, where you have found oil, you now call them members of the NDDC. They will not be part of the NDDC. Well, you have to go back to the original concept of a special purpose vehicle for the Niger Delta, all the way to the Willings Commission before independence, where it was clearly stated that under the Nigerian arrangement, there is need for a special arrangement for the Niger Delta to fast-track the development of that part of the country. But now, because of political convenience, all these states are included in the NDDC. So something to chew about. I'm sure to amend that law will take some real squabble at the National Assembly. But Pa Ike Clark, not afraid to speak his mind, and he has made this recommendation. I'm sure there will be a repost from others. Now, the Nigerian Tribune newspaper, Senate justifies purchase of 160 million naira SUV. Says Nigerians should examine lifestyles of ministers. Well, the senators are in the eye of the storm, and if they don't get it, then they just have to think again. What spending 160 million to buy one SUV for each senator, importing those vehicles, not even looking at Nigerian-made cars.
They bought 4 years ago. Where are they?
No, they can't show it. Now they are saying they want to buy durable ones, so that the people after them would use them. What about the ones people before them bought?
Look, they shouldn't deceive anybody.
They are deceiving themselves.
Accountants will tell you any car depreciates by 25% after 1 year. So in 4 years, the value is 0%.
And they sell it for cheap.
And they sell it for cheap and take them home. But we are saying, if we must spend this money, spend it on locally made cars to boost the economy, instead of helping the economy of Japan and other countries. Now, the Daily Sun newspaper, articles be to expose FBI, CIA's records on Tinubu's on Tinubu fails. Yes, U.S. court rejects request to compel security agencies to release documents on Nigeria's president. Nadeco asks FBI to investigate Chicago varsity over certificate. Well, that bid by the articled legal team to get the FBI to open papers they have, CI papers, well, that bid had not succeeded. Now, the Leadership newspaper 18 days to governorship polls. Bayelsa Kogi Imo election materials not ready. Well, INEC has said because of the myriad of court cases, well, they've printed their papers, their ballot papers, what they call sensitive materials, but they will have to print others as a result of the decisions of courts on candidates who should be on the ballot or who should not be on the ballot. But INEC is used to that. It will cost more money, yes, but they are used to the logistics. I'm not sure they are complaining. But of course, it will take some extra work because the court order must be followed. And Daily Independent newspaper also reporting that story. Court orders delay printing of sensitive materials, INEC. Now, the Daily Trust newspaper, war on Gaza. UN Secretary General accuses Israel of violating international humanitarian law, says we must oppose anti-Semitism, anti-Muslim bigotry. Israel ambassador calls for Guterres' resignation. Israel police shut down Al-Aqsa Mosque. And of course, that's what is dominating the foreign newspapers as well. Financial Times, UN chief denounces clear violations of international law in Gaza conflict. While the Daily Telegraph newspaper of UK, UN defense of Hamas is a tragedy, says Israel. But clearly, what's happening in Gaza is real massacre of genocidal proportion. And if Israel think they can carry on killing children, women, yes, then because, of course, nobody supports Hamas killing so many people, but Israel cannot be justified in the killings of children, women, men who don't have anything to do with Hamas. Rufai, Ayo, and Kayo, they keep telling me.
I hear we have to go because of time. But the same senators that want to collect 160 billion for cars that everybody has called them out on, how are they different from the same NMPC that has not been able to fix refinery? So it's just
and they're the ones who want to probe.
And they're the ones that want to probe NMPC. So it's just a big cartel of corruption.
Who will probe the senators?
Who will probe the senators that want to collect money?
Who elected them in that?
And we are telling them.
Yes.
And so the senators want to buy car. Now they want to probe NMPC for not building refinery.
Thank you.
You know, we mentioned 4 years. Yeah, we're out of time. But 4 years ago, the ones that they bought, go and look at it. With the price of dollar now, definitely it is still the same price that they bought it. So why give those ones away?
Exactly. Thank you so much, Mr. Ifena.